the fountain.
I am very pleased to swear in another batch of military administrators following the creation of 6 additional states, which is an important landmark in our socio-political transition program.
6 new more states had been created, and Ekiti was one of them. Colonel Mohammed Inua Bawa, an intelligence officer in the Nigerian army, was to take charge of the new state of Ekiti. His arrival in the Ekiti state capital on the 7th of October 1996 was triumphal.
I humbly seek the cooperation of all Ekiti sons and daughters in the quest for the transformation of the present gloom into a situation where generations yet unborn will forever remember with pride the successful struggle.
With the cooperation of Ekiti people across sectors, Bawa laid the foundation of the new state.
I hereby unveil this flag house, which is the house of peace and progress. Before the future executives that will live here have a very peaceful tenure and a very progressive tenure of state office. Thank God bless us.
We had nothing to bank on. Remember, even the governor's office was the old Ado Ekiti local government headquarters, and then there was shortage of offices and so on and so on. It was mind-boggling, how we are going to start and how we will cope up. But like I said, Ekiti State, even as then, was very, very lucky because of the human resources that they have. The quality of the civil service then was something fantastic.
On the very day that the announcement was made that Ekiti State has been created, senior civil servants met in Olu Ipinlaye's personal house at Alagbaka, because that was more or less the most central place where we could meet. And we started negotiating or discussing how we wanted the state to take off. Individual senior civil servants made donations at that meeting. And we equally advised ourselves on how we wanted the state to take off. The donations that were made by senior civil servants were used in printing letter-headed papers from various ministries, for the purchase of stationaries, and for printing of fire jackets.
When Ekiti State was created in 1996, the infrastructure on ground was really very poor. As a matter of fact, many of the public servants and civil servants and judges have no accommodation, and private buildings had to be, sought for to house both the civil servants and many of the parasitas. In fact, building the accommodation was the most challenging to both the government and the judiciary in 1996. In the judiciary, we had 4 judicial divisions in Ekiti, namely Ado Ekiti Judicial Division, Ikere Judicial Division, Ekole Judicial Division and Igero Judicial Division.
I was the only military administrator that the late general approved foreign exchange, and it was what we used in establishing the Ekiti television. And don't forget that also I was able to get the late General Sani Abacha to give Ekiti State a kundairi that has been left fallow for many years. General Abacha gave that a kundari to Ekiti State ex gratis. We now have the General Hospital, Ado. It is a teaching hospital. We still have it, and it belongs to the state. And then we have that vast something at Ido Ekiti, which is to our credit. So I think those are some of the areas. Don't forget, when we were able to even spend money to build what I was told later is called Bawa Estate.
Bawa was succeeded by Navy Captain Atanda Yusuf on August 5, 1998. Like his predecessor, Yusuf's arrival was a celebration. Yusuf is credited with the construction of the State Broadcasting Service, the second phase of the State Secretariat complex, and the road leading to the Secretariat, among others.
We sat down with our technocrats. Look, a comfortable house, a comfortable accommodation, we enable that person to think and develop. From there, we mooted the idea of having secretariats. So the infrastructure was developing little by little, little by little. After that, we look again. We address issue of roads, because no passable road as at that time. We thought of television. Then from there, we started the idea of bringing in Ekiti Vision. With God in our side, we were able to get the television for Ekiti State.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the outgoing military administrator.
Yusuf handed over to Otumba Niyi Adebayo on May 29, 1999.
People of the fountain. People of the fountain.